Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Warrior Crossing and today we're going to be doing a really exciting build for me. I'm going to be making my rock circle. A lot of people have made rock circles in the past where you move all of the kind of diggable stones, is the only way I could say, on your island and moving them to one specific location and putting them in a sort of circle. I'll add some examples, for example this one or this one. So pretty. I really wanted to do it on this island, so I decided to do a sort of how-to slash my speed build of it kind of video. If you want to just watch the speed build of me building around it, I will put a time mark here, but if you want to see me also go through the process of building it, let's get started. So I'm doing it just behind Boots' house and his tea rooms and Zen garden area. The best thing you can do to start off with is to use some stone or some path here to make a sort of outline of what you want to do, just so that you can have it in your head where you want them to go. Also, I kind of made a mistake here by putting it with dirt. You should put it with stone or something that the rocks cannot spawn in, but you'll see I'll do that later. So after that you need to make a custom design, that any custom design as long as you're okay deleting it later. So I just added one dot to this custom design. You need to put them all over your island. I thought it would be easier to do it because my island was flat at the time of doing this. Maybe if you have more things it would be easier. It would be harder to find the rocks that don't spawn in the right place, but basically what you need to do is put a mannequin of some kind every just under 3 squares so that a rock will not spawn there. Basically you need to put it in enough space so that a rock cannot spawn in that area. So you can see I've done it here like every 2 spaces. You can do it 2.5 if you really want to push it to the limit, but I did it every 2 spaces. And yep, you just got to do that all over the island. It took me a very long time, I'm not gonna lie. I was a surprising amount of time. I actually did it whilst I was sat in bed, most of it anyway, sat in bed and watching The Good Place. We were rewatching the series because we actually hadn't finished the entire series. If you haven't seen The Good Place, I really like that show. It's it has a lot of twists and turns and it's just a lot of fun. So here you can see I've corrected it by putting stone around the edge instead of the dirt, because that way it won't spawn there. And for me, I want it to be a sort of Zen garden, so I specifically put some sand underneath it so that I can make the whole area sand in the end. So here is my island with all of the mannequins on. I haven't finished flattening this area yet, but let's just whiz on through. It's just really satisfying for me to see all of this, to be honest, now that it's gone. The reason we're using mannequins is because if you delete the custom design, all the mannequins will disappear, which you'll see at the end of the video. But yeah, for now, here are all the mannequins. I've put a plant in the middle just to make sure nothing will grow there, and let's see if it worked. You need to time travel however many rocks you want to place there, so I've got 6 rocks to put there. That's all of the rocks. So I went forward 6 days and here's the grand reveal. Will it work on day 1? I really thought it would, honestly. Let's see how many have spawned. This whole area didn't need a single mannequin because it's just so much stuff. And we've got 2. 2's good. I found it would spawn right next to the edge and I did not know that. So yeah, I had to put mannequins all down the back of here. Had to destroy these 2 stones and just hope that it would work next time. So yeah, that's a bit of a tip for me. They can spawn, they need 3x3 around them except on the edge, which I don't understand, but I mean that means you can put your rock circle right near the edge. I guess that would be quite a cool look actually. And I forgot about this stone that randomly spawned here, which I quite like the look of, but now it needs to say goodbye. I totally forgot to get rid of it last time, that's why it's still here. And I need to put a mannequin here as well. Oh, that's always the way, isn't it? Always the way. And I found one more behind this area. Boots just sunning himself over there. So another mannequin down, and let's move forward another 6 days, another 4 days, and yeah, that one spawned right in front of my house, as if taunting me. So we have 3 there now. And yeah, I obviously didn't put one close enough to this side. And now just trying to find the other one, but I couldn't find it anywhere. So I found 2 of them and I just looked all over my island and I couldn't find that final 3rd one. So now I have 4, yay! And again, I look around my whole island trying to find those last 2 and they're not there. It's because I put the mannequins too close. I didn't realize this, but I'd put the mannequins too close so they couldn't spawn there. So it wasn't the fact that they were hidden somewhere on my map, thank goodness. It was just the fact that I had to move these mannequins slightly further away. So they needed to be close enough so that they didn't spawn on the edge of my circle, but far enough away so that they could spawn. And drumroll please. Here it is! I did it! I was just so happy. I cannot tell you how happy I was when all of them spawned there. It was so many days work. It feels like nothing now that I've made it into this like short video, but honestly it took so long. And it just looks so pretty. So ta-da! I did it. And now let's start the speed build for this area. For this area, at first I was thinking of just doing, you know, a standard kind of like tailored kind of Zen garden area, but I don't actually have any custom design slots left, or not enough to do like a proper Zen garden area. So I decided instead of it being all manicured and done, that I would turn it into a sort of like abandoned kind of temple area. That's the only way I can think to describe it. It's kind of like there used to be like a Zen garden here and all the rocks are still here, but it's become really overgrown. I still wanted to make it into a circle, so we have the bushes all around in a circle. So this basically is a sort of overgrown Zen garden. And behind this area is where I'm going to be doing the Spirited Away build of the onsen, the giant bathhouse. That's going to be behind, and all of the food stands. And also this area I decided during a stream actually. Directly behind here I'm going to put a bunch of wall, basically, so that there's if you've seen the Spirited Away film, there's a part right at the beginning where they park their car. It's going to be that area where they go through a tunnel of a kind of giant, it's not a temple building, but like kind of an old-fashioned Japanese building is the only way I know how to describe it. So it's going to be a red wall behind this area with a tunnel to the Spirited Away bathhouse and surrounding area. I'm really excited about that build. I started it on a stream, I'll link it here, but there's so much more to do, and that's probably going to be the next speed build that comes out on this channel actually. That or a Harry Potter one, I'm not sure. But it will be coming out soon, I can promise you that much. So I was just experimenting with a bunch of different bamboos. I wanted this area to be really green and to have a lot of plants because I love plants. I'm a plant mama now. I've got my own plants, so I've got to fill this area with plants too. My whole island is going to be plants now. And I put down some custom designs here just to give it some extra oomph. I really can't leave a single space like untouched. I was thinking about leaving it like very big patches of sand, but I really couldn't bring myself to do it. And the reason why all the mannequins are still there, by the way, guys, and why I'm working around them is because I wasn't sure if I was going to be keeping this like kind of desert sand or if I was going to go with the light dirt. And so during the speed build, I do keep all the mannequins there just in case. Yeah, my recommendation to you would be to experiment with building around it, keep all the mannequins around, just so that if you need to, you can destroy the rocks and they'll still spawn in the same place, you know. You can do it all again a lot quicker rather than having to put down all of your mannequins all over again. But yeah, at this point I was kind of happy with how it looked, so I was removing some of the mannequins. I was adding some dinosaur bones. Is that supposed to be maybe some deer bones? I'm not sure. And then the lovely Cole is hanging out with us. Look at him, he's so cute. He's definitely like one of my top dreamies now. He's never leaving is what I'm saying basically. He's my beautiful soot monster that came to life in a bunny, and I love him. So that's supposed to be the kind of pagoda that's in the background, the kind of temple area that used to be here. It's a shame that they have loads of mossy rocks, and a lot of the rock items can become mossy. It would be nice if we could like change the pagoda and other buildings. Even Stonehenge. Imagine Stonehenge but mossy. That would be so pretty. It'd be amazing if we could make things like an overgrown version of it. And just adding some kerokeropi lamps, deciding whether those lamps work better or if I like the tall lantern. I actually went with the kerokeropi lamp because it's got a green base, and I felt that I really wanted to try and blend the two together, like as if the kind of grass is overgrowing without using a custom design, basically. So I'll add some bushes, more custom designs, this bridge here, just anything that will kind of hide the edge. Again, with the bamboo shoots you can see on the edge there, just kind of to blend over the area. And I add this entranceway, but I'm not really happy with it. It kind of takes up too much space. So I'm thinking I'm going to put that further behind later on. But in this video, I'm not doing this entire area. I'm just going to be doing specifically this like very small area. This is one of my smaller builds actually compared to the rest of my island. I always do such huge speed builds. I wonder if I should do smaller ones, like bite-sized versions. But I just like doing one. Like once I've started something, I find that I can't stop doing said thing. I've just got to see it through to the end. I'm quite like that with most of my life as well, like in work and things like that. Again, adding some custom designs underneath the pagoda because I can't leave a single square untouched. Adding a kerokeropi lantern. And yeah, at the front I was busy talking about other things, but I added the onsen bath thing, which I really like. I might add another one somewhere else after this build. I haven't done it so far, but I think that it'd be nice to have a bunch of them in this area, as well as I should probably add some more like mushroom items in this area as well, which again I won't be doing. I've added this mushroom log coincidentally as I said that, but I don't think that stays. I think it might go in a place that you can't really see it. But yeah, I'd really like some of the, is it the green mushroom partition? Is that the only green item? I think it is. It looks so good. I love the green mushroom partition. I love the mushroom partition and the mushroom items in general. I think that, are they my favorite set? I think that the mushroom set is my favorite set. I'm trying to think of another set that I like better. What about you guys? What's your favorite kind of like build set? What do you use most on your island? I definitely use a lot of the rocks, but I don't know whether there's like the flat rock, the garden rock, the tall rock. Is that in a set? Because I definitely use those a lot. And I'm just adding some finishing touches here. There is a bit of this build that I somehow lost the footage of, or did when I wasn't recording. But I'm just adding like the final touches with lots of hedges and bits of grass and that kind of thing. I just can't leave it alone. I really think this whole area is going to just be covered in hedges. Bushes. I can't get enough of the bushes. They just add so much to an area. Whenever I don't add them, it never feels like complete, the area, or at least that's my feeling. But yeah. Here we are. So here's a little tour of the area. I really like how it turned out. I haven't used blue flowers and blue bushes like so far as I remember anyway, but I really like it. I really think it's such a pretty look. I really like the hydrangeas, right? That's what the bushes are. I think that's what they're called. They're called ajisai in Japanese anyway, and they're blooming right now in Japan. all over the place. So this area is going to have the car from Spirited Away, and as I said, this is the like tunnel area, and there's going to be walls all the way up here. So I've just got to add those later on. I'm not sure, I might make my own custom designs for it, but yeah, this area is going to have a bunch of like path, I think. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you like how it turned out. Let me know if there's anything you would do differently, and if you're going to make your own rock circle, rock garden, please feel free to join the Discord and post it there so I can see. I'd love to see what you guys do. I'm really excited. I think this is such a fun thing you can do on your island, and yeah. Oh my goodness, Cole, what are you doing? Get out of here. I'm wrapping up the video. Okay, he's gone. So if you want to see more Animal Crossing content, I do island tours, I do so many things in Animal Crossing. Feel free to hit that subscribe button. If you want to help support the channel, why not become a member? Hit that join button and you'll see what kind of perks you can get. Here are my VIP gold tea leaves, but thank you so much to everyone who's become a member. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video.